that episode! Holy shit! I am so thrilled to talk about this episode. I put the Game of Thrones shirt back on and we are gonna talk about how awesome the end of this episode was. Because 2/3 of the Sand Snakes are dead! Oh, yeah, my bad. Now that I said that, spoiler alert if you haven't seen this episode. But 2/3 of the Sand Snakes are dead! Now just to get the other one and Oberyn's wife. Because they pissed me off too. Sand Snakes, this is why I was thinking about it. I was like, I think season 4 is the best, and then 6, and then 5. I would have put 5 over 6 if it weren't for the Sand Snakes. Because the Sand Snakes just drag season 5 down. When it comes to arguing about what people think are the worst part of Game of Thrones, arguably almost everybody will say it's the Sand Snakes. And I agree with that, because to me, they are the worst part of the show. When they were introduced in season 5, it's just like, what? And then when I think it was Bronn and Jaime came into Dorne, that fight scene where they were fighting them, I was like, this is poorly choreographed and filmed and edited. That's why I was so happy when they were only reduced to 2 total scenes in season 6. 2 of them, the one in the center and the one on the right. I don't know their names. I could care less about what their names are. Yeah, those 2 are dead. The short-haired one, who now has long hair, is still alive, as well as Oberyn's wife. They're gonna get ganked. Nobody likes them, so when I saw Euron Greyjoy, as much of a dick that he is, just kill them, I was like, holy shit. It's happening! They're dying! They're dying! The worst part of Game of Thrones is dying! Them dying at the end of this episode only feeds my excitement that they are dead, but the end of the episode as a whole, combine everything, them dying and just everything that happens at the end of this episode. Damn! Holy shit. That was intense. Because Euron Greyjoy just crashes his vessel into their vessel, lights their ship on fire, and has his people just start wrecking house, and that's how he kills the Sand Snakes. I think he stabs one of them, and then he strangles one and hangs her overboard. Yeah, so she's just left hanging. Yeah, that's how the Sand Snakes die, but at the end of this episode, you just think to yourself, you're like, Euron Greyjoy is sticking to his promise to Cersei. Is a dedicated man. And I love the final shot of this episode when Theon jumps overboard and he's just looking at all the chaos. Like, all these ships around are on fire. You see the Sand Snakes dead. You see one hanging. You see one, bent over because she's stabbed. So she just kind of died like that. You just see Theon. There's so many Greyjoys. I'm getting them all mixed up now. You just see Theon just in the water, taking in everything that just happened. And that's how the episode ends. It was a really, really, really intense ending and a great way to end the episode. So what else happened in the episode? You see Sam at the Citadel caring for Jorah's disease. Oh my god. When he's peeling off that scale, the gray scale, I think. Oh, too much pus. See Sam peeling off the grayscale skin from Jorah, and there's just this big ball of pus that just shoots out. At that point, I was just like, I can handle pus. That's too much. And this is coming from somebody who can handle anything. Pus goo, that's apparently where it goes overboard. And Jon Snow is heading to Dragonstone to go meet with Daenerys Targaryen. He was invited by Tyrion Lannister, who's now her hand, and he's going to talk to them. He's a little uneasy. Sansa even warns him. I'm like, yeah, she knows. She knows that he is the most likable Lannister, but even then, she's like, don't do it. It's a trap. Which, you see where she's coming from. She's been through so much. She just doesn't want to see her one remaining thing that she has, and that is her bastard brother get killed. Only speaks volumes, though, to what Jon Snow thinks about his sister when he leaves her in charge of Winterfell when he leaves. Daenerys is going to lead an attack. She's got Oberyn's wife, the Tyrells, and hopefully soon, Jon Snow on their side. Basically, the bulk of the episode, another really good setup episode. Not as much as the season premiere, but this episode had a really, really strong finale. This episode was intense. That is one of the best endings to an episode I have seen from the show. It was intense and it was just chaotic. It was crazy. Great episode in season 7. Can't wait to see what's to come. If you have not seen this episode, definitely check it out. You can like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, you're on YouTube, subscribe at the end of this video, check out some past reviews I have done. I'd like to thank you for watching. I can't wait to keep doing this week in and week out. I'm sorry this video is up on Monday instead of Sunday night. I was a bit tired last night. So, thank you again for watching, and I'll see you next time.